I still see your shadows in my room. I can't take back the love that I give you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you.
Peace and assalamu alaikum. This is your brother, Malcolm Flex TV, and I wanted to do this video and send the message out to those who aspire to lead black people. We first must understand that our people has been through some of the most cruel and wretched conditions all the way up from the time of the first slave stepping foot on the shores of America. We must understand the concept that our people have been stripped of our names, language, culture, religion, God, and our land. So if we aspire to lead our people, we must understand and realize that our people are people that must be redeemed. We have been made other than ourselves, and we act other than ourselves, other than our true righteous selves. So we go out and do things that a person in his or her right mind would not do. So if you would like to be a leader of black people someday, then you must understand the needs of your people. You must be able to look past their faults and see what they need. You have to be humble, and you must become a servant of your people if you want to lead this people. You can't attempt to be a leader and you are not humble, you are not a servant, and you expect the people to serve you. You will not be a good leader. And a good leader leads by example. Because no people on the planet has been through what your people has been through. So you cannot be angry and intolerant and impatient with your people. There's a quote by a man named Victor Hugo, and it was also quoted by the late and great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And the quote goes like this: "In darkness, sins will be committed, but the guilty one is not he who commits the sins. The guilty one is he who created the darkness." So there are people who created the condition that your people now lives in. And we are living under a condition that has brought us down to the level of savagery. So for us to attract our people, we must come unlike our people. We can't be doing the same things expecting different results. That is insanity. We can't go to them looking and acting uncivilized like our people. It is the duty of the civilized man or woman to civilize the savage. So if you want to lead black people, you must first have patience. No, you must first have love. Number one. You must love your people more than they hate themselves. You must to have patience with them, because the redemptive process isn't an overnight process. And 3, you must be tolerant of your people, because they will do things and say things that are unbecoming of civilized people. But you must be able to speak and reach into the God in your brothers and sisters and love them more than they hate themselves. And that self-hatred can also extend to fellow brothers and sisters in the community. And that's another wicked form of self-hatred that was created through Willie Lynch laws and Jim Crow. See? So we have been made other than ourselves, therefore it has us acting other than ourselves. So if you want to be able to lead this people, don't be so quick to judge all people. Because as the Master said in the scriptures, he without sin cast the first stone. Therefore, the resurrection process, the redemption process, is not a judgmental process. See, they can come that way, but they can't stay that way. They can come as a homosexual, drug addict, prostitute, drug user, drug dealer, pimp, hustler, burglar. They can come that way, but they can't stay that way. That's not the way this thing works. So this is your brother, Malcolm Flex TV. I hope those brothers and sisters who would love to lead black people in some capacity someday would take your brother's words into consideration and possibly put them into practice in the near future. Peace, blessings, and assalamu alaikum.
I still see your shadows in my room. I can't take back the love that I give you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you.